Good morning, lovely people. How are you all today? I hope you're well. I'm not in the shed. Where's Vivi? So I'm having a day off at last. Yay! Still got the remnants of my colds. I'm a little bit full, but I'm outdoors in a beautiful spot and it's like medicine. So I've come to West London for the day, which is always great because I spent years living in Kensington and then Fulham Chelsea borders, so it's my old stomping ground. But today I am somewhere I haven't been for 25 years. It's crazy. And I'm the guest today of our lovely friends Richard and Paul. They've brought me to Kew Gardens. So we've had a little wander through already, but I'm going to start showing you what I'm seeing. Absolutely gorgeous. So they're members of the garden, so they can come and go as they please, but they're also allowed to bring a guest. So they've brought me, and today's Richard's birthday, so what a perfect way to spend a gloriously summer day in early autumn. Right, so at the moment I'm in the Palace kitchen garden. There are two kitchen gardens here. This is the one that belongs to the Palace, and I have to show it to you. It is beautiful. So this is this was the Palace's kitchen, and in here, good morning chaps, happy birthday Richard.
Thank you.
So this was the kitchen for the Palace. Look at this for a little potting shed. I need one of these. Isn't that gorgeous? It was a bit dark, but oh yeah, a lovely, I'd like one of these instead of my shed. A lovely brick building. I love brick. And here we come into the kitchen garden. This is my idea of heaven. A walled garden, lovely gravel paths which give that gorgeous crunch under your feet. Look at the size of these sunnies. Massive. Beautiful. So all the beds are edged with sort of highly scented herbs, which Paul's got a theory that that's actually helping to deter pests. I think he may be right. Look at that gorgeous bird bath. I need a bird bath. But let me show you this. Look at these. This is their Brussels sprouts. They're massive. Look at the size of them. They're 4 feet. Wow. And there's tons of these beautiful rhubarb forces dotted about. Absolutely gorgeous. I was just admiring. I've got a load of chard here. Oops, shadows, annoying. Gorgeous chard. And then next to it, and I can't remember the name of this variety, but it's right in shadow. This is celery. It's very similar to mine. It's a cut and come. You can't see anything, can you, because of the shadow? Here we go. It's a cut and come again celery, but it's got that slightly pink stem. It's called red something or other. I can't quite remember. But it's gorgeous. And then look, this is odd. This is a whole row of lovage. It's obviously recently been cut down. You can see it's all sprouting again. But look how closely it's planted. I mean, if you go from the centre of each sort of crown, they're barely a foot apart. I'm not sure what their rationale is for having them so close. I would have thought, yeah, it's odd. But, well, let's see if my lovage ever comes to anything worthy of being planted so closely. I just can't get over these sprouts. They're absolutely humongous. And then what's lovely is all around the outside, these beautiful walls. Oh, I want a walled garden. It's all fruit all the way around. Masses and masses of beautiful fruit. There's quite a lot of flowers dotted in amongst the veggies too. Good stuff for our little pollinators. Oh, it's beautiful. I could live here. Paul, how much do you reckon this would cost to buy?
About 50p.
I'll go halvesies with you. Now what's interesting is this is the south end, so obviously the sun's coming from this direction. But I was saying, look, there's really massive trees there. I would have thought that would give too much shade, but when you actually look at how well all the veggies are doing, I mean, look at these beans. They must be, oh, they've got to be 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh, look at their sticks and poles. Do you think they'd notice if they missed a few? Beautiful. Excuse me. One of the poles is sprouted.
Yeah,
So I have to look. Actually, what's interesting, look at this end, which is obviously more shady. The growth is still really green and lush. And then as we come to this end, oh, it's different beans actually. I was going to say this obviously gets more sunshine because they're starting to go over. But this is their borlotti. Now, that's what I call climbing borlotti. Oh, can you just make them out in their colour? Oh, gorgeous. I'm very giddy. I'm a giddy girl to be coming here again today after so many years. Just can't get over these crazy sprouts. So that's just a little look around this gorgeous kitchen garden. You know, if I had something like this, I'd never be indoors. Never. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you as well Richard being artistic with the sunflowers just scooting by. Down here, this is a nice idea for plant labels. So you know I use my rocks and pebbles to stop all the pesky foxes nicking them. Isn't that cute? They've used an old terracotta pot as a label. The only thing I would think about that though is, one, terracotta pots are not cheap, and two, is it going to be a little hiding place for slugs, wood lice and the like. Look at the size of this kohlrabi. Whoa, massive. Fantastic. Oh, it truly is beautiful here. What a special treat this is. Gorgeous. Right, I think it's time to go and find something else to be marvelling at. So we've just come around the back of the palace. Look at this. This is the I can't speak today. Laburnum walkway. So obviously it's going to be at its best in the spring. But this whole garden is a medicinal garden. How lovely. How lovely. This really appeals to me. You know, all these sort of straight lines and the formality, but then the profusion and abundance contained within. How beautiful. Oh, down there is a sign that says plants which protect against plague. I think I'd better go and have a read of that. What is going to protect me? Look at this beautiful covered walkways. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I think I'm basically going to be saying gorgeous about probably 27,000 times during this video. But it is. And look, that hedge. Oh, it's so beautifully clipped. Gorgeous. Oh. Right, let's go and see what's going to protect me from the plague. This is a good idea that you can replicate at home if you're trying to save seed from a plant that's got really tiny seeds which may just be blown everywhere. It's just a little sort of gauze bag tied over the seed head. Fabulous. And you want to do it on a plant like this because it's going to go absolutely everywhere. Fantastic. Whoa, look at the size of their tansy. That's got to be 7 feet high. Beautiful. I'm in absolute bliss today. Just what the doctor ordered. I was just saying to the chaps there, I'm seeing so many different plants I'd love to grow that I think I'm just going to basically have to suck it up, move house, buy a farm, get myself some land. Oh yeah, lovely. Oh, gorgeous. Are these equinox? Something from that family. Yeah, of course. Gorgeous. So I've tried 3 or 4 times to grow equinox and they just don't do for me. So I think yeah, I think I might actually invest in a small sort of starter plant, because I really would love to have those in my herb garden. It's great to come somewhere like this. Like I say, you get so many ideas. I'm looking at all sorts of things, because I would like to have a few more perennials, either in the herb bed or at the top end of my plot. Sorry, excuse me, I'm still a bit mucusy. Yeah, to have the top end of the plot where my sign is. But they have to be hard-working plants. They have to make the bees happy and the butterflies. So I've no doubt I should be making some notes today. What's this? This is amazing. Look at these seed heads. I can't even pronounce it. It's a Lycanis coronaria. No idea, but the beautiful seeds on there. Splendid. Oh, it looks like, is that a growing living bench?
It's a chamomile lawn.
Is that a chamomile seat? I tried to grow one of these in a garden once, and it just didn't work. Oh, let's have a little. Oh, you have to, don't you? Is it lemony? Oh no, it's that kind of almost apple scent that you get from chamomile. How beautiful.
It smells
What a
like chamomile
lovely
tea.
idea. So you could either sit here and just run your hands through it, or sit on the chamomile and fragrance your bottom. Here we are around the back of the palace, and this beautiful parterre. So simple. Obviously they're more effective from an upper story, but the sort of idea with the parterres was that on inclement days you would have a long gallery on the back of the building, up and down which ladies and gentlemen could perambule and gaze out and onto, I can't get high enough, onto the parterre. So they'd have something beautiful to look at. They would have their walk, have their exercise without getting wet or muddy. And there's a little fountain too. It's that gorgeous splash of water in the background. Sigh. Isn't this stunning against the blue of the sky? This is in the rock garden. Oh, heavenly. This is I haven't got my glasses on. Carpus. Oh, beautiful. And there's just on the other side of here, there's water gushing down. Just lovely. I'm not a huge fan of a rock garden, I have to say, but I think I do love little passageways and tunnels and little kind of secrety places, so I think that's rather lovely. Oh, the bees are loving this. Coming out of the rockery, coming around, and I'm so excited because of this. This is the kitchen gardens, not the palace kitchen gardens. This is the kitchen gardens. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not in that lady's way. So it stretches all the way up that way, and then oh, I'm so excited. I've arrived at the sweet shop. Look at their tomatoes. Are we allowed to walk on the grass?
Yeah.
This isn't Paris, Vivi, of course you are. This is path porn. Look at it. Oh my goodness, aren't they gorgeous? Let's just see if this lines up straight along here. This one could do with a little bit taken off.
It's out at the end over there.
Oh my goodness. Do you think anyone would mind if I actually take my shoes off and walk on these paths barefoot? I don't think so. Look at the size of this chard. That is crazy massive. That's got to be 2.5 foot high. Blimmin' heck. I've got a feeling I might be doing some expletives as I walk round here. Oh, gorgeous. So, well, I don't think we're due any rain, are we? So I hope not, because their onions are out drying. What are they growing? Bedfordshire Champion, Isabel Rose. They're quite big. Okay, I'll give it to them. They're massive. Oh, Ailsa, which a lot of you probably grow. Gosh, they're really quite big. And then, oh, that's your lot on the end. Oh my goodness, look at the tomatoes. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Look at this size. Oh, okay, contrast. And you know I've got massive hands. This is orange Wellington. Good grief. Can you make a pair of Wellingtons out of it afterwards? They're massive. Do you know what? It gives me a bit of hope actually to see that theirs aren't ripe either. Or they're just starting to. Wow. Tons on here. Craigella or Craigella. Oh my goodness. I don't know how Richard and Paul can come here and not be picking. I don't think it's considered quite right to pick. Beautiful. And all this, is it thyme or marjoram? Let's have a sniff. Oh, no, it's a basil. Oh yes, that makes sense, doesn't it? Basil's a great companion plant with tomatoes, warding off any pests, but of course basil and tomato is a match made in heaven, isn't it? Oh, look at these beauties. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is called, oh, it's Shirley. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I am in heaven. This is a version of heaven. It's just everywhere I look, I'm seeing something else that I want to go and have a really close look at. I've got to say, what an absolute treat. Chaps, thank you. What a treat. I'm in heaven. Listen, you're not nicking any of those tomatoes, are you, Paul?
Well, we're saying there's no sign of blight.
We're going to have to check his... Oh, that's true.
There's no sign of blight.
Look at this, no blight. There's quite a lot of leaf curl, but that's probably just because they're a bit
end of the season.
Warm and it's dry. I hadn't even thought about that. Oh,
side shoots.
What's that?
What's that?
No.
No, it's just that's
It's
probably
dry
just
leaf.
dying back.
Look.
That's amazing. Look at the size of this birth. I've got to get my head out of the way because that's okay. Another hand close up.
That's
It's
twice as big as your
massive.
hand.
Wow. This is called Black Russian. Not looking very black though, are they? Beautiful. Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna have to be frisked as we leave to make sure no one's either nicked the produce. Oh, I've just seen the fennel. Right, I've just got to show you this crazy good fennel. What's lovely is I've just bumped into Bryony, one of our lovely viewers, who've stopped to have a chat. But look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I need to get my laughing gear around that lot. So their spacing is much bigger than mine. What I'm thinking with mine is I'm going to take out every other one, get it out now, get it harvested. They're only little, but they'll be usable, and then hopefully what's left will have a bit more space to fill out. What variety is this one? It is Victorio. Actually, you can't see that, can you, because of the light? There we go, Victorio. I was just saying to the chaps as well, especially in the kitchen garden, I think the one thing that Kew could do even better is to where they've got all the labels, everything's really clearly labelled, but is to maybe write the dates on the labels of when things were either sown or planted out, because maybe they've had loads longer than me, so I needn't be too paranoid. Some celeriac, which you wouldn't really expect them to be fattening up just yet, but they look beautifully healthy. And what's this? Green manure. Ah, something a lot of you will be familiar with. Phacelia. So this is obviously protecting any bare beds, but chopped down and dug in, this is supposed to be really useful, really helpful for if you've got clay soil, to just help break up that clay soil. Oh my goodness, I've just noticed. Look at that forest. What is that? It's asparagus. Blimmin' heck. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, and actually look, at the ends of, just excuse those gentlemen a minute for their faces, but at the ends of each bed they've got these lovely arches, and they're all fruit trees trained on them. Oh, you see, now I'm thinking, never mind having beans on arches, how about apple trees? Isn't that just beautifully framed though? Never mind that. Look at that's asparagus. Right, I've got to give you an idea of the scale. Richard, will you hold my camera a sec while I stand next to my asparagus? Look, I'm claiming. The thing is, I feel so at home here. So look, I'm 5'10". It's massive. I don't grow asparagus, so I don't know when it needs cutting down. But obviously at some point it will be cut down. I've just seen the squash bed.
There's a crown under there.
Oh look, there's a spear coming. Shouldn't it have stopped doing that by now?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember, do you have asparagus?
Next year.
Next year. Oh, because we're getting our new plant next year. Right, where's next? To the squash patch. Look at those beauties. Oh, I'm the wrong side of the light. Let me come t'other way. Oh, isn't it? This is what I love with arches, when you get this beautiful sort of dapple shade, this play of light, gorgeous. Never mind that. Look at the size of those. Now, the thing with squashes, because they'll have trailed everywhere, I doubt very much I'm going to have much luck in finding a label to say what they are. That looks like a delicata. It looks like it, I'm not sure. So, probably most of you who are growing delicatas will be growing the one called honeyboat. That seems to be the seed that's most readily available in the UK. Oh, look at that warty one. Oh, I do love a warty pumpkin. Let me get a bit closer. But look, its warts are green. That. Oh, sorry. But that is fantastically ugly. That's what I look like in the morning. Before I put a new coat of plaster on my face. Can you see a label there, Richard, for what that is? It's the thing is, they've grown all over the place, haven't they? So there's no chance. Did you see that one, Paul, with the green warts?
Yeah. I can't see any labels.
Well, they're probably buried under the foliage. Yeah. But how gorgeous! Oh, and it looks like Kew have stolen my idea of climbing them up an obelisk. But look at that! Is that squash too?
It's like a trumpet squash.
Wow! Look at that! Now, that's rather magnificent. I can't see any fruits on it though. Let's have a little look. It's so dense with foliage. What's amazing me is how green everything looks here still. Really, really quite green. Oh, it looks like, you see just there, I think that's the fruit just forming. Oh, it's rather long and skinny. Do you know, it almost looks like my loofahs did when they started. Let's see if I can just get you in a bit closer. Oh, sorry, too fast. But what is it?
The labels are on your side here.
Ah,
the warty one is goosebumps.
The warty one is goosebumps. Brilliant. Let's just bring you back out. Sorry, that's so far.
Mosque. Look at that button up.
Oh, lovely. Oh, we've got light issues today. That's beautiful. So, is that the climbing one? Have you heard the term moscata?
Moscata.
Hang on, let me make a shadow. There we go. That's the climbing one, we think. Fantastic. fantastic. Right, where to next? I'm giddy. I had caffeine like 5 hours ago. It surely can't be the caffeine still. I think it's just the joy of being in such a beautiful garden. Oh, don't tell me that's their celery. Look at the state of that. That's fantastic. Right. What I love about this sort of, it's a fairly formal garden with these lovely long straight paths and its neat rows. These beautiful pots to hold the nets up. It's just, I was just saying to the guys, it's so aesthetically pleasing. It's obviously insanely productive. Everything looks so healthy and well. It just shows, you can have a really, really productive garden and it can be, neat as a pin, but still so aesthetically pleasing. Look at the beam towers. Oh, gorgeous. It's just beautiful to look at. Never mind to eat. I kind of want to eat everything in sight. So we're just coming into a little area, as you see on the floor, the Kew Guild student vegetable plots. So this is where the diploma students, they get, I guess in September, October when the course starts, is it? Does it say on the sign? They basically each get given a plot, which they then can develop. Oh, isn't this lovely? Look, this is all as Heath Robinson is my supports. This one's got loads of flowers in. How lovely. Oh, look at this cosmos. Brilliant. Oh, I'm loving this person's bean poles. Gorgeous. Wow, and again, look at these tomatoes with masses of foliage on still and absolutely zero sign of blight. It's astonishing. Oh, Paul's just saying he knows this student. Well, he's got gorgeous tomatoes. Tell him I like his tomatoes. And look, even these ones. But it is so weird how so many of us are saying that this year it's taken forever for the tomatoes to ripen. So they're quite little plots they get. I'd say, what's that, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 metres. Oh, lovely. By maybe 1.5 metres wide. So it's not a huge amount of space to play with. Oh, this one's lovely. Lovely colours. So I don't know what their I don't know what the remit is in terms of whether do they all have to grow the same things, but it's up to them how they do it in different ways. This one, oh no, look, because this one is, look at that, it's pretty much all tomatoes. Maybe they can grow whatever we like. Oh look, I'm going right into the sun now, I do apologise, but not only have they got bunting, they've got a Jolly Roger at the top. Yay! What a magnificent day. What an absolutely splendid day for nosing around in vegetable gardens. That greenhouse behind, we're going to go in that in a minute, but it was packed a second ago. That's actually the Bonsai House. So go and have a look at that in a second too. But first of all, so do you reckon if we were students, would we pass? Oh, now look at this one. This bean structure. So it's a small footprint of space on the ground, and then it's getting wider and wider and wider, right out at the top there. That's quite a canny idea. I'm going to come the other side because the light, I'm right into the light, but that's a pretty canny idea because then also your beans are going to be dropping down as this one is, oops, hold on a sec, as this one is on the outside. So that's quite canny, isn't it? If you're lacking space, although, so you can see, there it is at the floor, in line with the path. By the time you get up there, it's sticking out 2 or 3 feet.
And relatively easy structure, I think, to build, isn't it?
And because it's tall enough, even though it sticks out quite a far away, there's plenty of head height clearance, you can get under it. That is a smashing idea.
And
for a very small.
As well, there's another.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, it's like a sort of a pagoda. You might not be able to pick it out against the white of the what do we call it, the greenhouse. There you go, you can see it there, and then it's coming up, and then right out here. So again, when we actually get to soil level, I'll show you what soil level. It's a really small footprint, so you could probably get 2 or 3 beans in around each of those sections, but then as they come up, as their foliage is developing, they've got tons of space to move out. And let's face it, what a beautiful structure to have in the garden. That is, the more I look at it, that's very clever, isn't it? Wow. That's, to have that as a concept in your head and then translate it into bamboo, that's very clever. I don't know that I would do similar on my plot because there's a lot of bamboo sticks in there. Aren't they clever structures though?
Spiraled roundabout.
They're kind of, I think they're probably more complex to build than they first appear. Love it.
Spiraled around.
Yeah, so it probably gives it a lot more strength as well. So whichever way the wind blows, fabulous. Sorry for this sudden jolt. I'm obviously at home now, and this is the next morning. We had such an amazing and long day at Kew. I don't think we left until, I think it was just gone 5 o'clock. I've got so much footage, there's more I'd like to show you. I'm going to do a separate video, otherwise this will be an hour-long video. So I didn't film any kind of goodbye there because, the day just kept going and going and going. It was absolutely amazing. It was, I ran out of superlatives. I was joking with the lads that all I was saying all day was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But it truly was. Excuse me, still got this cold. And boy, my legs are aching today. But look, if you ever get the chance, seize it, go to Kew, it's beautiful. Anyway, all I've shown you today is just some glimpses of the sort of the kitchen gardens, the sort of the old formal gardens around the palace. In the next video, which I can't wait to show you too, I'm going to show you some of the sort of the sites, the famous structures of Kew, because they are all staggeringly beautiful. So for today, for now, it's cheerio. I will see you all again really soon. I will see you again soon because I'll be seeing you in part 2 of this amazing day at Kew, which is all thanks to Richard and Paul taking me in on their guest pars. So, oh my goodness, thank you to those chaps. Right, in the meantime, take care of yourselves, everyone, and I will see you again really soon. Bye for now.